Yeah. Oh, it looks like they're keeping... I think they're keeping peppered crabs on, by the looks of it.
Oh.
So peppered crabs staying on versus Ryzen and Trodgen. And we'll definitely see how this goes. So
Peppered crabs back in action. Back to play again. Double peppered.
double
Double season.
who needs the extra pepper? I don't know about you, but that's just a recipe for a sneeze disaster. At least in my books it is. So yeah, we're gonna be seeing these teams play in round 3, and just want to take a check at the maps here. Ooh, we're starting off spicy with Rainmaker on. I'm saying spicy a lot, but I'm just looking at the map list and I'm enjoying this one actually.
It's peppery. Peppered.
Yeah, it's peppered, but I wonder if it brought anybody some salt.
Oh.
Anywho, Rainmaker Sturgeon. This one has the funny spinner cheese. So this one's always the odd one that I see in these map lists, but it's Rainmaker, and getting it on these certain paths, because you have everyone, like, I know wants to take the left path, but it's never the actual ideal path you want to take. The better team push path is through middle sponge or kind of like that right side ramp area. That's the better. You have more space. Your team can get prepared up there. The left side's where you want to go if, like, you need to do the last second cheese.
Yeah.
Which we might see.
Up the mountain.
Up the... or if there's, like, a delayed wipe or a potential wipe, or everyone, you know where the other teams are. I know I've done a call once where you've seen everybody on the right side and left was just free for the taking. And then all of them had to jump back, reposition. By the time we got up there, we were already swimming across down that lane. But yeah, it's a different team thing. So even though it may be 50-50, then it's there. Just reading in notes. It looks like that the name that we cannot read of the on peppered crabs is Hanabi. So now that we got that down, that is a good thing. So
that's good to know.
now those at home that are also seeing the name, this is, now we can say that this is Hanabi, and I was just trying to go through them, like, I can't see the thing.
Like to give
and
credit where credit is
I think
due.
it's still printed on the sheet as this too, so that's great. However, it was just being pronounced as weapon as we could be.
Yeah.
But yeah, so now we do already know what peppered crabs is going to bring. I already have an inside scoop at what Ryzen Trodgen's going to bring. So
yeah, you're kind of in the know.
would you like to know the inside scoop?
I would really like to be in on. I would like to be in on the secret.
So
I like being included.
We've seen peppered crabs. They have like the back line. They have the front line distraction. Well, this team also has it. They do they run a couple off meta weapons as well, which is what I like about them. Pock being primary support, got like the junior zap, the basic there. Twig is your hybrid backline and front line. E leader, C leader, I must say, and Octobrush. So I'm sure we're going to see the Twig Octobrush right off the get-go. Shmeeb, I've seen playing some undercover, and I think Drew had the Nautilus out earlier. So we'll see if they're going to stick with those weapons, because I got a view of that when they were scrimming.
Oh, we're Morbin again.
Oh, yeah, we're Morbid again. All right, guys.
Yeah, we've morbed.
It's more Morbin time, everybody. It's more Morbin time.
Crabs are peppered, and the time is morbing. Oh,
ooh, look at this prediction percentage. 57% for Ryzen Trodgen, and 43% for peppered crabs. A lot more, like there's definitely more of a close quarters here compared to the last one. Although I'm sure, what is it? There was a 5% for peppered crabs on the last one. I'm sure that 5% was just wishing, like, give me my points. Yeah. You can do this.
Yeah.
And they had a really close shot too.
Yeah, they brought their A game in the last one, and I think the folks out at home are like, all right, let's do it again.
Yep.
Let's see it again. What else you got?
They can see this here. But It looks like we're just getting this just about ready to go. It looks like Peppered Crabs are just deciding on the comp. Meanwhile, we have Rise and Trodgen just locked in, ready to roll.
Ready to roll.
Going through here, so familiar faces. I'm definitely excited. I'm glad. I come here and I'm just like, people in this first bracket that I may get to calm.
Yeah.
and what is it? 2 out of the 3 of them I got to calm. So look at that. Even better. I love we got the dab from Allie.
I am excited to see what Twig and Pock are going to bring. I feel like I have had the pleasure of getting to watch them specifically play a lot with Friday Night Frenzy.
Yes,
and
FNF.
also participating in Kensa Cup. I've gotten to see a lot of gameplay from these two, and so I'm excited to be here again and watch again.
There we go. There's the Twig Octobrush. Ah, yes, there is a Steve. For those at home who don't know, I call specifically the Hero Heavy Steve. So the Hero Heavy has made itself present, and along with Zap, Splash, and Tetras. And it looks like we've got the Octobrush, the Junior, the Nautilus, and K-Shot on the sides of Rise and Trodgen. Twig going in, trying to get in this initial pick. Isn't able to get it, but tag team out.
Oh.
Look at that tag team. Shmeeb coming in to help, but one from in behind is Ali Pock, and unable to get around from behind from Tim down below. Tim here trying to just stay back here, just is nearly splatted. Is going to jump out with the Stingray, so this is going to be tight. When the Stingray comes out, Drew's going to be in a very stuck position up here, but using the walls to their advantage. But Payne able to just drop down on top of the Rainmaker, able to stop it. However, they did get it over the top, but still nothing to feel too safe about right off the get-go. Twig here with Hammer is going to wait and see if maybe can get this pick off the side. Able to add chip damage, but is moving around really nicely. Can they get the trade? Twig does get the trade in the corner. 1 for 1. It looks like the Splash went down in the meantime. Allie's lurking around in the Fight Club, kind of going around the right here. 2 members down on the side of Peppered Crabs. The Splatling is now respawning as well. Pop is going to go in the favor of Rise and Trodgen, and it looks like they're going to try to find another push here. But specials have all kind of come out, and it looks like, one come around from behind.
We have Nautilus at the ready with their Inkjet, right? That one's, yes. They have Inkjet at the ready. Kind of trying to look for the pick. I love that we call this bottom part Fight Club. Allie's in Fight Club. The first rule of Fight Club is don't talk about Fight Club. You have Shmeeb going down to the suction bomb, and then you have Drew following just behind it. They're still trying to trying to push the mountain, but Peppered Crabs is not letting them have it. Able to pop the Rainmaker in a good spot and able to hopefully let that kind of respawn.
Oh, look at Twig. I don't know if you saw that, but Twig just went up in behind there, and I thought he was going to keep going and just running around, but he's going to opt to kind of shark around here. Wait to see if he's got to come back or front, but is coming back to help teammates with Pop. This is the 3rd Pop for Rise and Trodgen right now, I think. Yeah. And Twig's just going in, has the hammer ready. I'm just waiting for Twig to pop it and just go nuts. Here it is.
Here it comes.
The Twig hammer, but armor coming out at a good time for Peppered Crabs. And Splatling and Allie able to take it down, so that is a basically a 3-down situation for Rise and Trodgen. Stingray coming out on the side. Shmeeb's going down. I think one is far ahead too. And this is Allie with the Rainmaker and the Zap and Splash.
Oh, and finds
someone's in behind. Someone was in behind, but the
and Allie's able to
Allie! Allie almost able to go up on the column there, but is stopped by the last members of Rise and Trodgen.
Oh my gosh, Allie threading that needle.
Literally.
Needle so tightly, getting it to the 3. There was so much coming at them, and they were able to just calmly, presently move through all of the chaos that was just happening around them and get it to the 3 mark. That was wonderful.
All right. So the nice thing here is that Rise and Trodgen are in a good spot here. They have the 3 down here. Now they just need to find this one spot to push, and right now there is one guarding the top left. It looks like Shmeeb and Twig are looking to work together here to try to paint this path on the right side. They are going to missile. It looks like they're going to work in together, and I think they're going to opt to take this right side. As we see, a chicken did come around. Payne just coming to sneak through the middle there. No one was really watching the pit area, as Peppered Crabs able to just sneak right through and pick off Drew on the Rainmaker.
Twig making a good tactical retreat, kind of saw that all the members were going down, but he was able to retreat, and unfortunately getting picked off there right underneath in Fight Club. Not able to kind of retreat far enough. All the members of Peppered Crabs now up. 3 specials ready. That Ray is ready to go. That Bomb Rush is ready to go. And we have Bomb Rush coming out and Ray coming out on the side of Mountain. And it looks like Twig goes down. But we have Shmeeb Pock and Pock watching that right side.
Oh, the
going
pick
down.
from Pain!
Oh, and that's a wipe. That's a wipe on the side of Rising Trodgen, and now Peppered Crabs just needs to try to hold on to the Rainmaker and see if that they can get in and as quick as possible. But unfortunately, the members of Rising Trodgen were able to respond really quickly and kind of rally really quickly to be able to stop that push.
The nice thing with Rise and Trodgen's comp is that they're able to get quick pops right away. However, for here, it's a really, I want to say it was kind of a sticky situation. However, they did manage to push Peppered Crabs back far enough so that the Rainmaker's going to reset. However, they have to get themselves here because there's only about 15 seconds left here, and they are not close to pop. They have the popping comp, but they need everybody to get there, and they pick off Shmeev. That is 3 down. This is kind of like the Splat Zones mode. Ali able to find that final pick for the wipe. Ali's just going to come here and dance for us.
Mm-hmm. It's the hat, Devvy. It's the hat.
It's the hat,
It makes you feel confident.
Yes. You got to love being in the Mountie hat. But going from the opening there, Rise and Trodgen had a really nice opening there, getting the 3 down. They kept doing the same left path a few times. However, it was guarded. There was always somewhere to guard it while the other 3 were respawning. Meanwhile, they did have more of an opening on the sponge or the right path, and then would have had cover by the wall if they just took it right and then went under the wall. To make the last one move over. Like, one could have went up on the top left, like Twig could have been the one to distract on the left while the other 3 push forward. But that's a really hard thing to communicate and shot call right off the bat. I know as a shot caller on my squad, it's like, which way, which way, which way?
Right.
Okay, this way. Quickly assess map. Do this. It's all in a matter of seconds.
All
and
of it needs to happen right now.
Oh, you wonder how it happens sometimes. And with, like with people with slower reactions, like myself included, it's really hard to pick like a Rainmaker path, and it's like, okay, I picked this one, we're gonna go. So they might have already shot called to go left, so they were gonna commit to it. And if it went down, it went down. But hey, they listened to the shot call.
And then you just have, again, you have Ali threading that needle. Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
And especially like when you're trying to make like these like in a pinch decisions and quick, rapid decisions, they were able, they just went for it. They were able to say, okay, you know what? This is what's happening. There's a lot going on. I might die here, but you know what? I'm going to push forward and take it and take as much as they are willing to give me. They were able to like touch the Rainmaker pedestal. Not able to climb up per se, but they were able to touch it at the 3 mark.
Oh yes, like it was there for them. And seeing all these stats here, Pain going off with the top KA, and for Rise and Trodgen side, it's nice to see that Twig and Shmeeves is kind of the same with how much they were pairing up and following up with each other. That's been really key. So those 2 are pairing up really nicely. We're seeing the same comp come out from both sides on this map. There's no change whatsoever.
No change, yeah.
And we're going on to Clam Blitz, Piranha Pit, and both Splatling should have a nice time here. And I can see both Ali and Twig running into each other several times on this map because they're going to have the same idea.
Yeah.
It looks like 2 for 2 already going down in the first 20 seconds of this match. And it looks like Rise and Trodgen has more of the clams, but it's still really early as the armor is being popped by Hanabi here. And missiles coming out. Still a pretty solid neutral game. And you need a really good special push to get an initial thing going on this map, or you push up too far. Twig trying to go in for a fight, but trying to reach the height advantage. Wasn't able to reach it in time. Does get splatted. Pock tries to go in as well right afterwards. Or not Pock, sorry. That was Drew that went in afterwards. Pock still got picked off here on the conveyor belt. And
lots of economy happening underneath that basket.
This is the prime time for Peppered Crabs. They just have to stall out their clams here and just come in one by one. And these are some nice specials coming out too.
And you can see that Twig was kind of trying to just throw down some ink to try to make sure that either get chip damage and kind of just push the members of Peppered Crabs backwards to make sure that they can't get any more clams in there. But Peppered Crabs doing a really good job of making sure to keep that basket open, even if they just threw like 1 or 2 in there, just trying their best to make sure they can keep it open to give some members time to pick up the clams and get some more clam economy. And they still have the clam economy on their side.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Rise and Trodgen is having some issues finding some clams and making a ball here, but
Shmeeb able to come out with that 1v1 win. Twig has been trying to put some pressure in on the sides. They do manage to get 2. That is 3 down on the side of Peppered Crabs. They do see Ali just kind of running around. There's no paint behind here for Ali, but it doesn't matter. Just Tetra dodges. Able to get Twig out of the way. The rest of the members didn't come in with Twig. They got caught out in the middle somewhere, and with what was 3 down on the side of Peppered Crabs, it was now 3 down on the side of Rise and Trodgen.
The tables have turned. And
yes,
did quickly.
the turned have tabled.
The turns have tabled.
Lots of pressure being put down on this right-hand side, and now middle, and 3 down again. Peppered Crabs really catching out the members of Rise and Trodgen one at a time. Just making sure that their little flank shenanigans aren't going to work, but theirs are. So bombs able to come in handy here. Splashdown coming in to clear. This should be close to KO if they can make it in with the clams. You can see one at a time just dropping in. That should be it. Yep.
A couple more. Unfortunate for Rise and Trodgen because I feel that they had a really strong start, and I think that that's kind of where the game faltered a little bit, was right at that point where 3 members of Peppered Crabs were down and Twig went in by themselves, and there was no follow-up with Twig with the rest of the clams.
Twig really created a nice opening there, but I think just the rest got up too far behind, so Peppered Crabs was able to respawn and get literally right in between Twig and the others. So it was just a little bit of a slow reaction there by Rise and Trodgen, but you could see that they had the thing set up. I think most of them went for clams rather than going straight forward. And using what they had to build, and then cycle off of that. So you could see that really happen coming in this game here.
Yeah, and I think the other thing too was when Twig went in on that initial push, and then there was no follow up. When Twig was taken down, that's where the clam economy kind of crumbled.
Yes,
because all of their clams just kind of fell on the ground, and then there was nobody there to pick them up.
Yes, but close quarters. So they do have a strategy in mind, and they do know how to keep Peppered Crabs at bay. They just unfortunately, what is it? Rise and Trodgen here, just falling short. So yeah, had a lot of clams and stuff like that. Basket open. Yeah, not a lot of time for basket staying open for Peppered Crabs, for them getting what they did. It was open and they just kind of sealed the deal.
Yeah.
So yeah, more stats here. We got specials used per minute. Of course, we see the bomb rush and the armors coming out on top here from Pain and Hanabi. Puck coming in with specials charge per minute, missiles and armor. Of course, those are going to be the fastest ones from the and the K shot. And Splats with main weapon, Twig going up top. Splats with sub weapon.
Wow,
it looks like Ali managed to get a chicken splat somewhere along the line. So two of them even. Yes. Way to go. I love auto bombs.
Yeah,
It's totally not the entire reason why I play V-Hydra. Not at all. No.
It's a good sub for it, and
it's coming back in 3. So I'm pretty hyped for that one.
Okay, this is
Twig Z leaders coming out on Ink Blot zones here, and we also see a Carbon, and Ali is on the Clapples now.
Yeah, we have a lot of outfit changes happening here. A lot of weapon changes and outfit changes happening.
I can see that as soon as Peppered Crabs get control, it's going to be the Carbon and the Clapples just in the base for a solid lockout. Oh, it's not Ali on the Clapples. I have lied.
Twig, that was a
Twig
nice
with a nice shot. It is actually, I believe it is Hanabi on the Clapples, if I saw that right. I could be wrong. I'll have to look again.
3 members down on the side of Peppered Crabs, with Rise and Trodgen taking their first points in the game. Twig getting a really nice pick and actually providing some really good cover for Shmeeb, being under the mushroom here, taking the lead.
I'm so glad that there's more people who call that mushroom rather than foot or clam.
No, it's a mushroom.
I agree. I very much agree with that.
Anyways.
But it looks like, yeah, Hanabi is on the Clapples and does come in from behind, getting the splashdown on zone, able to neutralize it. It looks like Shmeeb goes down as well. Bomb rush from Ali is being followed up. Tim's got on zone, and just members of Peppered Crabs able to take zone and come forward as well. Drew forced to back up here with the Nautilus. Twig does have bubbles at the ready. I almost said rain, and then I'm like, right, sea leader. Bubbles being popped here. Inkjet coming out. Pain is going to back up here. Just wait for it to go. It looks like the bubbles are popped on the one side, but Puck going right into the Splatling's charge here and does get caught out. Pain on the side catching out Shmeeb.
Yeah,
Drew getting caught in the splashdown jump. Oh, boy.
Tim did a really good job of defending Pain there as well. Tim was able to take Puck down, and Puck was about to get Tim for, or Puck was about to get Pain from behind, and Tim was able to do some really good defense and kind of take them out and say, no, 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 you don't get to splat my teammate. I'm going to splat you first.
Looks like Bubbles came out from Twig on the far left side there. We can see that the leader station there. Tim here holding really nice position on the zone. It looks really all the members of Pepper Crabs are just in each corner of the zone, and they're like holding a corner basically.
Yeah.
Because in each corner they can just defend one kind of coming in at a time, and we could see that Rise and Trodgen once again got carried away at the end there, and they did a one-person come-in feed. So there was a lot of 1v1s, and Peppered Crabs able to win majority of the 1v1s, and then the ones that got caught out more on the wing were 2v1s. So we could see that coming really in handy. Not very high KA because it was a quick game, but Pain coming in there on top with 4 on the carbon, and it was still not too bad.
I want to talk about this one bomb rush that Ali had, because it was very, very, very smart, and I realized that members of Pepper Crabs were using it to their advantage. Ali was able to throw the bomb rush on one side of the zone, therefore pushing all of the other members of Rise and Trodgen to the other side of the zone, and the members of Peppered Crabs knew that they were all being over there because they could not get close because of the bomb rush. So they were able to almost funnel the members of Rise and Trodgen to one side and get those picks.
Yep. That is the one thing about specials that can displace like that is it'll just push them one side, and then if you have especially like ones with Booyah bombs too, you can throw it to one side and basically herd them towards you. So yeah, you kind of lock them in the corner and you can capitalize on that. But yeah, that was the final game, and that would be a 3-0 for Peppered Crabs.
Today I've been seeing a lot of Pain on that kills with the main weapon. That bar has been very high for them today.
And I think that's also, yeah, we could see that here from thing happen here. Yeah, the KAs from both going on, the time held on zone, and just kind of everything going on here. Just a little bit the KA per minute. We saw, yeah, Drew coming out with 4, Pain with 3. Specials used per minute, of course, from the general. We're gonna see those other ones pop up high up. It'll be very rare to see just kind of like that one odd weapon pop up with all those specials and stuff.
I'm surprised actually that that Twig specials used in that one is a little bit higher than some other members, or than a lot of the members of Peppered Crabs, especially using a custom leader. I feel like it can take a little bit to kind of like build that special.
But also with that happening, I think, I believe that was also our last round for being on mic today. Just wait and see what happens there. But until then, because the second wave is going to be beginning here shortly, and I know that's going to be one I'm going to be in.
Oh,
going to be
yeah.
Grilling in the sink.
Classic. It's so good. It's genius.
But yeah, I think that is going to be the end of that. Okay, so yeah, but before we get going, before we get going, we just got some, I guess, a couple words to say from few people. You want to take this one away, Saf?
Well, Devvy, gaming is always better when you level up with Papa John.
Ah, yes, of course. No ad. Oh, we tried anyway, but shout out to Papa John's anyway.
Yeah, shout out Papa. We salute you, Papa.
Yes. But we are signing off. So Saf, where can people at home find you outside of LAN?
You can find me at twitch.tv/Sapphireia, or you can find me at Twitter at Sapphireia, 2 A's.
Ah.
Devvy, where are you at? Where can we find you?
I'm in a lot of places. Well, for one, I'm right here. Second place is you can find me on Twitter, YouTube, and TikTok at Devvy, and Twitch is Devvy_Doovy. So that's about it for me, and that's it from us. So stay tuned for the next wave here of Splat 2.
See ya later.